Hello and welcome to Elliot's British Life, my second channel. If you've come here from Royal Reviewer, my main channel, hello and welcome. This is just kind of like a quick tea time chat. I don't know who's going to turn up. I don't know who's going to be watching. But if you're watching live now, or if you're watching on catch up, hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. It has really helped. I can now live stream with mobile thanks to you. Hello Christine, hello Alison. Okay, I'm making my cup of tea, that's what I'm doing. So let's put the camera down for a second and you can see my cup of tea. Can you see it? There we go. I'm trying to get it to stand up on the tripod. There we go. Okay, I'm now going to get my milk because I need to put milk in to make my tea. And then I'm going to go into my other room and we can sit and we can have a chat. You can talk to me about whatever you want. There is no particular topic with this. We can literally just talk about whatever you want. Give the tea a bit of a stir. By the way, I've made this with a tea bag. It is not loose leaf. In fact, I don't know. I may even stand here in my kitchen. I don't know. Yes, alive. How's Molly? She's doing good. She's outside at the moment with Rory. Both cats have gone outside, and they are playing. And at the moment, she's fine. She's had no kind of recurring bowel problems at the moment. She is adjusting to the wet food. We're adjusting to her with the wet food as well. And she's just hungry all the time. I mean, certainly the wet food has not been filling her up as much as what the dry biscuits would. Hello to Amy. I can see people popping up on my screen. Let me see if I can get all the comments. Oh, hang on, here we go. Oh, I can just about see the comments. I know you can see my finger in the way. Hello to everyone who's just joined. Lots of people making tea as well. How do you make tea with loose tea? Well, you need either a loose teapot or a little tea strainer. You put the loose leaves in it, and then you add hot water and you let the whole mixture infuse. And then obviously you don't want to drink the tea leaves, so then you can strain it. Or you can just put them loose in a pot and then use a strainer to strain it as well. I may have to do a demonstration. Hello to Artist Victoria. I can just see your little comments popping up on the screen because I'm not doing it from my laptop. But yes, my tea is looking really beautiful. I needed that. I'm using my Emma Bridgewater cup, by the way, which is a nice popular make here in the UK. Notre Dame? Who's talking Notre Dame? Yes, loose tea is a lot better. I do prefer loose tea, but for quickness, a tea bag will do. About to make tea yourself? Mine is just regular tea. Yes, psychics can read them, but you need to leave your tea leaves in. Leslie would like a proper demo of making tea. I can do that. What's the difference between morning tea and afternoon tea? It's just a different blend. I would like to think that morning tea is slightly stronger to get you going. Apparently, oh, Notre Dame is on fire. Oh no, I mean, do you mean the real Notre Dame? Oh no, that's terrible. Oh my goodness, that's awful. I didn't know that. Oh no. Okay, my condolences go out to everyone who's been affected. Oh no, that is awful. Such a beautiful building, and I hope that nobody, no actual person has been affected and harmed during the fire. But, just all that history going up. Oh my goodness. Oh no, what goes on in this world? It's awful. I need more tea. What are my plans for the channel? I think probably it's going to be a mixture of British things. Just anything that doesn't really fit on my other channel. It probably will be quite eclectic. There may be from singing to dancing to trips and excursions that wouldn't typically fit on my other channel, unboxings, all kinds of different things, and I will take suggestions as well. I will take suggestions. Oh, British food as well. I could even do British food on this channel. You know, I'm not a big cook, but I will try. I will try and bring you some British recipes and things. So lots of different things on this channel. Yes, I might. I might do a full music video to the Mercedes-Benz song. You loved my vlog of the old town, the Victorian town. Yes, that was really lovely to do. Mary would like some British food. I have to keep touching the screen to get all your comments. Lady Buckingham says, singing and dancing, laughing. Oh no, there doesn't seem to be any firefighters at Notre Dame, apparently. Oh no, apparently the pictures are awful. Hope it's stopped quickly. Well, as soon as I've gone off air, I will turn the news on. When am I going to do another travel vlog? Hopefully soon. I would like to go to a big, not a big, but it's like a Tudor house with a Tudor garden that has a royal connection. So that will definitely go on my main channel, I think. So I just need to arrange to go. Yes, I could do some taste testing. Have you had any Mercedes-Benz commercials pop up on your phone? No, not yet. Not yet, although I'm waiting. I think they lull you into a false sense of security, and then they start putting the adverts on. Do they drink out of a bowl? Yes, they do. But Rory does prefer my dripping tap. I've got my kitchen tap has got a drip at the moment, and he will jump on the side when we're not looking, and he will try and drink from the tap. I may investigate one of those little cat water fountains, which might be good to test. Yes, I think Mercedes-Benz should gift me one too. That would be quite funny. Do a Benz unwrapping? I could. They could put it in a big bow, and I could cut the bow. Right, I'm going to go into my my other room. I think, even though the lighting is better in here, I'm gonna come with me. Come with me into my other room, just so I can sit down. Here we go. I know the lighting is better in the kitchen because I'm directly in front of a window, but there we go. You can see me. That's fine. And at least I'm a bit more comfortable here. And I can actually get the proper screen up, so I can see your comments properly. Let me just type it in. I need to type in Elliot's British Life, and then the channel should come up, and aha, here I am. And then I can see all your lovely comments. Let's put it onto live chat, because that always helps. Lauren's joined and has a cup of tea. You like my doors? Yes, they're hardwood doors with the old-fashioned iron latches on them. H.A. Bracken says, you being in the kitchen reminds me of the first days of your live chat. Yes, because I used to do my live chats in the kitchen. Does Brian ever come into the house? Yes, to steal the food, and he eats everything. If he comes in, he eats the entire lot. There is not a scrap of food left. He wolfs everything down. Yes, I suppose the doors are a little bit medieval, and that door there is one that has like a curved arch on it. I love Fabulous Fingers. They are my favourite chocolate biscuit. Yes, I do believe my very, very first live chat was from my bathroom, because I've got a little sucker, a little camera holder that sucks onto the mirror, and I did it in there because it has the best lighting in the whole house when it's dark. I have no idea if they feed him or not. Where does Brian live? If you look at my videos, if you look in the background when I'm in my greenhouse, there is a house in the distance that has like a white facade. He lives in that building there. Apparently my door is very goth. It's kind of like it's a Victorian cottage, so it was built round about the mid 1840s. Lauren says, you loved my soap demonstration. That was one of the first videos I made, and yes, it was a Buckingham Palace soap, and I just thought I would do a hand washing demonstration. Why not? What brooch am I wearing? It's not a royal one, but it is one that I was gifted. I did unbox it, and it's Scottish, and it has my birthstone, a peridot, in the middle. I never realised, is it peridot? Do you pronounce the T, or peridot? And no T. I'm thinking peridot. Do Brian's parents know he's famous? No, I don't think they have any idea whatsoever. Dorothy would love a tour of my house, as you've got for the garden. Maybe I might one day. Once I've redecorated, I'm planning on redecorating parts of it, and I think I want people to see it once I've decorated and got all done. Apparently, there are 100 firefighters at Notre Dame. Oh no, that is going to be a very hard building to tackle, especially with the big open spaces, because the fires will just spread. Oh no. He's adopted us. Well, he's adopted the greenhouse, I think. That's his. I think he's moved in. You don't pronounce the T. There we go. Peridot. Peridot. Do you know Brian's parents? Okay. So Brian has been coming for, I don't know, he must be about 5 or 6 now. So he's been coming for a long time, and one day I found his collar in the garden. He'd pulled it off, or it had got caught and it had dropped off, and on it was a little metal tag that said Brian. So I discovered that his name was Brian. Until then, I didn't know he was called Brian. And on the back was his phone number. So I sent a text to the phone number saying, I found Brian's collar, do you want it back? I'll bring it to you, where do you live? Then they text back where they lived, and it was only just obviously across a few fences, literally a few fences away. So I went and I took the collar to them. It's a young couple, a little bit younger than me, and they said thank you and whatever. So ever since then, I've had Brian's phone number saved in my phone in case I need to get in touch with them again. So they're actually saved as Brian. I don't actually know his owners' names. I just have Brian saved in my phone. It's quite funny. Oh no, apparently the fire is full of flames. Okay, I'm going to put my telly on, but I'm going to have the volume down because I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything. So I'll put the telly on, and I'll put the news on, but I'll mute it so that we can't hear anything, but I'll be able to see. So let's put it on mute, and then I'll bring all the news up. Mary says, I live in Grenada. Is it Grenada or Grenada? Again, me and my pronunciations. Way too many dogs here to let my cat run free. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a big fire. I wonder what started that. That's going to be... Okay, that reminds me very, very much of the Windsor Castle fire. Those of you who remember the Windsor Castle fire, it's because obviously with big kind of cavernous open spaces, the flames can just... And pretty much, even though obviously with the Windsor Castle fire, the firefighters fought long and hard, and I'm sure they will do here too. But it's one of those fires that needs to kind of burn out, if you know what I mean. Because it's so cavernous, yeah, I think it's one of those that's just going to have to run its course, I think. That's what it looks like to me. I just hope that no one was caught in it. Bella says, I'm having a cup of Earl Grey tea right now with white cheddar cheese straws. Yummy. The fire is in Notre Dame, in Paris, France. Oh no, apparently the entire spire collapsed. Oh. That is horrific. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just hoping no one got caught. Christine thought of Windsor too. I think so. Grenada. Grenada, apparently. Lauren Walker says, I was 2 when the Windsor fire happened. that just looks awful. I don't think I want to look at it. That looks awful. Um, Arnold says they took too long. It's gone now. The fire. Um, I mean, with those sorts of buildings, they usually have like a fire plan in place. Like with any monumental building, like for example in London, they will have the fire brigades will have plans ready in case these buildings go up. So I don't know what the procedure was for a building of that type, or even its own individual fire proceedings, but um, it looks like, again, I think it's one of those fires that's just gonna have to run its course. How many bedrooms does my house have? It only has two. It has two little bedrooms. Well, one double bedroom and one, I suppose, like single bedroom. So it's very, very small on the top, but my house is very bottom heavy. It's quite big on the ground, but only two small bedrooms upstairs and no bathroom upstairs. I only have a downstairs bathroom. Um, so it's quite small upstairs, but it's a long and thin house. But on the ground floor, there's we had it extended, and there's a lot more space on the ground floor. I'm sure it can be rebuilt. I mean, the bones of it will be obviously in the stonework, which the fire will not take away. I mean, that is one of the good things. It's built of stone, so it will be able to be restored. It will cost a fortune, but they will be able to restore that. And I'm just hoping that there's no sort of treasures or paintings and artwork that's been destroyed. You remember when they recorded the Queen sneezing? Yes, she had a cold during the Windsor fire. It's a cottage. Now, my house really is a cottage. This is what you call a cottage. Harry and Meghan's Frogmore cottage is not really a cottage. It's kind of like what you would call, I suppose, like a mini mansion. It's like a big manor house, really. Yeah, no, this is a cottage. Harry and Meghan's isn't really a cottage. I would. Most people in the UK wouldn't call that a cottage, even though its name is a cottage. It's probably cottage size compared to Frogmore House and Windsor Castle. Yes, I live next door to my mother and father. Do I have any brothers or sisters? No. It is only me. I am an only child. Can you tell? Can you not tell I'm an only child? I'm spoilt rotten. Molly Kemp says, you live... Yes, I've just read that one. Did I go to university? Yes. Where I studied business studies, of all things. Maureen says, the roof has now collapsed. Oh no, I missed that little bit. Oh, let's wind back. No. No, that's awful. I'm not liking that. No, I don't think baby Sussex has been born yet. Have we thought about having children? We thought about it, but it hasn't really gone anywhere from thinking about it. Maybe one day. How many people are watching, by the way? I can't actually tell. Oh, 61, I think. That's not too bad. Okay, now all I've got to do is to get before you can get access to even more features, YouTube wants you to get up to 4,000 hours of watch time across your channel. So I've now got to reach that target. Oh, my goodness. They make you jump through some hoops. They really do. Mary says, too bad, you would make a wonderful father. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Jason's out running at the moment. So I just thought I'd pop on and have a little chat with some friends. How many hours am I at now? I think it was just under 2,000. Thank you, Becky. Am I married? No. It's one of those things. I don't think Jason really likes the whole idea. He's very shy, which is why he doesn't want to be in the videos. I don't think he likes the idea of being like a big spectacle. Now I've said it doesn't have to be. We can just have like a little quiet thing. Even on a cruise ship, I'd love a cruise ship wedding. But seeing as he's the one that's a bit more hesitant about the whole thing, and it's not an issue of commitment or anything like that. We've been together 18 years, so it's nothing to do with that. I just don't think he likes the whole concept of marriage. But he knows that I would, so the ball's in his court. If he wants to ask, then he knows I will say yes. But I would quite like a cruise ship wedding. I would. Honeymoon and wedding all in one. Do I have names? I think baby Sussex will be called. I like Marina for a girl, but I'm also thinking Elizabeth. And I would quite like Albert for a boy, or Philip. No, my legs have just recovered from running. And I think I did. I googled it. I think I did actually have shin splints. Someone said in a comment, maybe you've had shin splints. I think I did have shin splints. Oh, thank you, Molly. Yes, I think my parents would definitely love to have grandbabies. My cats are their grandbabies at the moment. Helena. Yes, that's a nice name too. Christine says a cruise ship wedding would be awesome. Will we ever get to see Jason? I have no idea. He did say once if I got to 100,000 subscribers that he would make an appearance or let me film him for a little bit. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't got to 100,000 yet. Yes, I can see the fire now. It's horrific. They've just changed the angle of the camera and it looks even more scary. Yes, it's awful. Am I friends with Omid Scobie? No, I have no idea even if he knows who I am. No, but I do think he's one of the good guys. So, Valerie says I'm the only child too. Did that cause you to make friends because you didn't have any siblings? No, I'm quite happy with my own company, to be quite honest. I quite like my own company. I don't really hanker after lots of friends. I've always been the person that's had very limited friends. So, no, not really. And people say, well, weren't you lonely? No, because that was my reality. I was the only child. You have to learn to make do with your own company. And you can never really miss something if you've never had it. So I don't miss having brothers and sisters because I've never had them. So no, I suppose I'm a bit of a loner, really, and Jason's a little bit that way too. So together we're kind of like little hermits in our little cottage. What channel am I watching the fire on? It's BBC News Live. Lauren, that's funny. Yes, I think parents do treat your pets as their grandchildren. They do. Mary says, I like my own company too. Might be one of the reasons I'm divorced. Christine says, you have grand dogs as well. I know, Tim. I can see it. It looks awful. Lady Buckingham says, I was an only child until I was 13. I had no trouble with it. Well, you were kind of like almost towards growing up by that point, I think. Jason could be my camera guy. I've tried that as well. Mary says that, and I don't like being monitored constantly. Yeah, relationships can do that at times. How did Jason and I meet? On the internet in 2001. It was on the cusp of when everyone was getting digital cameras. So it was very much a blind date because Jason didn't have a camera at that time. So he saw like one or two grainy pictures of me, and I saw one terrible grainy picture of him taken from a webcam. I could barely make out his features at all. So it was a bit of a blind date, really. Becky says, I'm an only child too. I am also happy in my own company, as you said. You can't miss something you've never had. Exactly. So I can't miss having a Mercedes-Benz because I've never had one, but I would like one. Mary says, being away from my family in Granada, my baby is my kitty. Fat kitty. I've got a fat kitty too. Lady Bingham says, I'm 60, never will grow up. Oh no, H.A. Bracken, your siblings couldn't stand you. Oh, what did you do? Did you pull their hair? Monroe Taylor says, my mum and my granddaughter are only children and you have family around too. Yes, I mean, I've always had lots of family around. Although I do have a very small family as well. My father is an only child. My mother only had one sister who only had one child. So I've only got one cousin. Yeah, so my family is very, very, very small. Mary is the baby of the family. The youngest of 6. Have Molly and... No, they can't have children. They've been neutered. So they can't. But that would have been funny, having Molly and Rory babies. Mary says, my mum has 24 grandchildren and 65 great-grandchildren. Ah, that's huge. I wouldn't like to be her at Christmas buying presents. Have you seen a photo, Jason? No. Oh, there are some on the photograph thing over there, but you probably can't make them out. If you can make them out from there, then you've got better eyesight than me. Ooh, we have 75 watching now. Oh, Mary says she's dead. Okay. Sorry. I didn't realise. But yeah, 65 grandkids would have been, great-grandchildren would have been horrendous to buy for at Christmas. So she's probably better that she is. And I don't mean that in a bad way. That would bankrupt you. Christine says you're the oldest of 6. I always think it's probably best to be the youngest. If you're going to have a big family, probably better to be the youngest. Does Jason watch the chats? I think he dips in and out. I think. Kind of. Oh, that fire! It looks terrible. Oh. I mean, they aren't saying that there's reports of anybody being hurt in it, so that's a good sign for now. Have I ever been to Windsor Castle? No, I haven't. I would love to. And I would... Yes, Frogmore is open for like a couple of days a year. And I imagine that on those days, Harry and Meghan will be gone. Totally. Yes, one day, if I get permission, I will show. H.A. Bracken was in the middle of 3. Being in the middles, I suppose, is an awkward spot. What's my favourite dish to eat and to cook? I quite like a pen pasta with lots of things like cooking wine in, and chopped tomatoes and garlic and cream and creme fraiche and all the rest of it. So that's very, very nice. And chicken. What do I like to cook? Ready meals that you can put in a microwave. By the way, today is our cheat day. We usually have a KFC on a Monday, a KFC or a McDonald's. That is our cheat day on a Monday. So that's what we'll be having tonight, either KFC, probably KFC. Hi Wendy, and yes, I'm looking at it now and it looks awful. I don't think it's saying how the fire started. There's firefighters up on the roof now. Awful. Do you know what? I bet it's probably an electrical fault or a candle. Probably with going up a drape. This has Windsor Castle all over it. Yeah. Ugh. KFC sounds good. That's probably what we'll be having. I'm sure they'll be able to save the building, but in terms of what's inside it, in terms of paintings or artwork, that kind of thing, that might be gone. Or like frescoes or that kind of thing. But he says, my husband does most of the cooking and we eat southern fare. Jason does most of the cooking in this house as well. Lauren says, cooking with Elliot. It wouldn't take long for my microwave meals. It would be quite funny, wouldn't it? Marianne, yes, I think we're all sad about Notre Dame. It looks awful. But, you know, these old buildings, they live through tough times, and this is obviously one in its long history. I imagine it probably won't have been the first disaster to have hit Notre Dame. I don't know its full history, but it will get through. They can't take away the stonework and all that kind of thing. No, I have no idea how it started. Okay. By the way, hello to everyone who has just joined. And please give this video a big old thumbs up. I may do lots more chats like this. I might just sort of pop on here and there and have a cup of tea, and you can talk to me about whatever you want. Notre Dame. The Notre Dame is on fire in Paris, in France. Melody says, I love your gardening segments on your other channel, thanks. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to probably bring a lot more of the gardening stuff onto this channel eventually. So I was just kind of waiting until this channel got enough subscribers to make that even technically worthwhile. So eventually I'm probably going to move my weekly vlogs over from my other channel to here as well, which is the plan, because I suppose really my weekly vlogs aren't royal themed, so that will leave my main channel just for royal chats and royal things, and then anything about my British life, anything that goes on in my garden, personal things, just being silly, having a laugh, sketches, unboxings, that kind of thing, can come on this channel where it will fit a lot better, I think. Do I like Eccles cakes? Yes. I'm not keen on pork pies though. I've never liked the gelatin stuff in them, and I'm not very keen on like cold, like manufactured type meat. Please show us how you cut the sandwiches so perfect. Oh, I will have to show you how to make proper British cucumber sandwiches. Tuna and cucumber sandwiches. You had to. No, I don't think you've missed too much, Mary. Don't worry. Apparently, pies are different in the US. Why are they different? Oh, an allotment is good. Lauren, you'll have fun. Just grow things that you know that you like and that you'll use. It doesn't even have to be veg. If you like growing flowers for cut flowers, grow flowers. If you think you'll use cut flowers more than what you will, you know, peas and carrots and all that business, grow cut flowers or grow sweet peas, those kind of things, or tomatoes, anything that you think you will eat or use. Ooh, veal and egg pie. Ooh, that doesn't sound appealing to me. Wendy says, you shared my vlog with your sister, and as you knew she would, she went crazy over your garden and Brian, who I keep telling her about. Oh, wow, thank you. Yeah, I don't like that gelatin stuff. Ugh. Lauren says, can't wait for the weekly chat. I want to talk about how lovely the Queen looked on this. She looked amazing. She did. She really does have, you know, the skin of a queen. People talk about it, but there it is, the skin of a queen. Oh, apparently pies in the US are mostly fruit and not meat. Oh, okay. We love a good meat pie here in the UK. Oh, but your meat pies are called pot pies, apparently? Pot pies. Is vlogging my full-time job? Yes, I left my previous employment in July of last year. So I've been technically self-sufficient since July, which was a huge achievement because I never ever thought I'd be able to do that. So that is a big achievement, and it's really really great to be doing something that I love. I loved my other job, um, but I really really love doing this and working for myself as well. A pole dart type height. Yeah, those are kind of like what we have in the UK. Flossenmog Payne says, my grandfather had a veggie allotment, grew a baby's breath and gladioli for your nan. I love gladiolis. A beautiful flower. Mhm. Lauren says, thank you. I think I did okay last year to say it was my first year with it. Sorry, excuse me. Cough. There's also been lots of pollen. It's been very cold here in the UK. Sunny but cold and windy. And also lots of pollen about as well. Do I travel? I would like to do more travel than what I have done. Um, to be honest, I don't even actually technically have a passport at the moment, which I need to get one very, very quickly. I really do. But now that I'm able to travel outside of school time, because my previous job was working in a special educational needs school, I can go away outside of school holidays. So I do need to get we both need to get passports and then we can go out. My battery is showing as low, so if I do pop off, you know why. In fact, I am going to wrap this up very, very soon because I've had my cup of tea. In fact, what's left is a little bit cold. I don't mind cool tea. In fact, cool tea is quite nice. My grandma, when I was a baby, used to put lukewarm tea in a bottle. So from a baby, I had tea in a bottle. So yes, I've always loved tea. Um, Jesus, or is that Jesus, says, I have not kept up with your videos. Please give an update about Molly. Molly is okay at the moment. She hasn't had any recurring issues with her bowel. So we're just hoping that a change of diet has worked and made things kind of go through her system a lot easier. Blossom Paint says tea in a bottle. That's old school. It was old school. That's how I roll. Um, yes, I would love to do more cakes. Yes, I like iced tea in the summer. I know that's really really big in the States, like all year round. But it's probably more popular here in the summer. We like hot tea. Even on a hot day, we like hot tea. We have a saying that hot tea cools you down and warms you up. Okay, I'm going to go now because Jason will be back from running very soon, and then we will be going to KFC to get our dinner, and then we will sit and have an evening in watching telly and watching YouTube. Oh, in fact, it's our night to watch RuPaul's Drag Race season 11. We're really into that, so we do enjoy RuPaul's Drag Race. For those of you who watch it, it's just really really funny. It's really fun. It's campus Christmas, and it's just hilarious. And I'm really loving Silky Nutmeg Ganache right now. She is fabulous. So yes, I love me a bit of Silky. And then we'll probably watch some of our favourite YouTubers because we've kind of switched from watching regular TV or cable TV to watching YouTube in the evenings because that's the content that we like to watch. Okay, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. You can share it wherever you want to. These videos, by the way, are not monetized because at the moment I haven't met YouTube's criteria to get them monetized. So I make absolutely nothing from any videos on this channel yet. So if you've enjoyed them, just give them a big old thumbs up. Share them wherever you want to. I'm not bothered. But please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening wherever you are. So from me,